Go ahead and hit me with that and let it bend. And then you'll see.
Back up.
Hit me with that and
Back up.
Sometimes there are corrupt folks who give the whole police force a bad name.
Help! Help! Help!
But the good guys in uniform aren't having it anymore. From power plays by cops to violent arrests. These are some instances when good cops humiliate the worst corrupt cops. Accountability over influence. It all began when Sarasota police pulled over Martin Hyde, a congressional candidate. Hyde was clocked at 57 miles per hour in a 40 zone and caught texting while driving. Definitely not his finest moment.
The reason for the stop, you were observed going 57 in a 40, and you were on your phone texting while you were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at the officer.
I'm not pointing at you, I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
The officer approached calmly, letting Hyde know about the speeding and texting violations. But instead of cooperating, Hyde's attitude took a turn.
I'm sorry? I still have a job to do, sir.
Yeah, what's your name?
Officer Beskin, it's going to be on the citation. Can I see your insurance registration and your license, please? Sir, can I have your paperwork, please? 7 years, sir. Can I see your registration, please? You're not going to give me your registration, sir.
You arrest me?
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration. You don't have it on you?
Look, go call Chief. Tell him how rude you just been to me. Blame this video.
Okay.
Hyde immediately questioned the officer, hinting he might call the chief. When asked for his license and registration, he became defensive, refusing to hand them over. Instead, he continued hinting at his influence, dropping names and suggesting his connections would fix things. The officer didn't back down, staying professional as Hyde escalated.
Sir, you're going to be issued a citation.
Anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I have no registration.
Are you going to be issued a
There's
citation?
the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failing to produce your registration.
Right.
All right. Sir, you're going to be issued a
here.
citation 57 and a 40 for speeding. Your fine is $256. Information in the back. You're going to have an option to plead guilty, an option to plead not guilty, and an option to take a safe driver's course. If you qualify for the course, it will reduce your fine, and it will reduce your points. If you decide to go ahead and do that, just make sure you do it prior to submission of payment.
Do you know what he said about you? You want to hear what he said about you?
He could say all he wants about me. I got a job to do, sir.
As Hyde continued arguing, he implied the officer was making career decisions by enforcing the law against him, saying, "You're making a mistake." It was a clear attempt to intimidate, but the officer remained composed, even as Hyde's accusations got personal, mentioning the officer's background as a Russian immigrant in an attempt to undermine her authority.
Sir, step back into your car or stand on the sidewalk so you don't get hit by a vehicle. It's for your safety. 14 right here. Can I have another unit respond? Sir, stand over there. It's for my safety and for your safety. Sir? 10-4, the driver being extremely uncooperative.
When the backup arrived, Hyde continued to argue his case, saying he'd been disrespected, and that no one with his influence should be treated this way. The supervisor listened, but upheld the officer's citations, showing that no one, no matter their status, is above the law. This is one for the books, a congressional candidate using every trick in the book, only to be held accountable by a resilient officer.
So, that's what
You
another
give
unit.
someone a certificate, ticket for no registration when they've got their registration. She's trying to make her Spurs, but it's a big mistake.
Well, this one is the expired one, but
Well, it doesn't make it. It'll take 2
Yeah.
seconds.
yeah.
We're going to make sure that she pays the price for being disrespectful. And I just wanted you to witness it, know that the registration was right there, and she deliberately chose to write the ticket. She came up, she said the first... Look, there's a video of it, so be quiet. There's a video of what you said.
There is.
And I've got a video of what you said. Right? What she said was, I don't have it. She immediately said, I write your citation. She went right back. She never said anything. She went straight back. I denied the citation. She's straight back, right the cell. I've lived here for 25 years. I've represented your unit. I've got no interest in listening to you, young lady.
step over off the road onto the sidewalk?
Yeah,
Oh,
just a
it's
second,
public
officer.
safety, yeah. Come on then.
Yeah, Mr. Hyde, like I said,
No.
you know,
I've
sir-
represented you guys
Yes,
in
sir.
union discussions. My
Yeah.
son is a cop. I'm friends with
Yeah.
the,
Yes, sir.
everybody in the police department. This is the first time anybody has been disrespectful to me. And for what reason? I could care less. If they were going to write me a ticket, I could care less. I just pay the bloody thing. You don't think I got the money?
High-speed chase. On June 12th, 2022, an off-duty Miami-Dade officer's day took a sharp turn when he went from enforcing the law to breaking it. A Monroe County deputy in Key Largo clocked Donovan Rojas speeding at a wild 108 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. But instead of pulling over, Rojas hit the gas even harder, tearing through traffic at over 110 miles per hour. After several miles, Rojas finally pulled over, but not without a scene. Stumbling out of his car, he claimed he was a cop, even flashing his badge.
Turn the fucking car off! How many people in the car? Get out of the car! Get out of the fucking car!
Get out of the car right now. Out of the car, let me see hands.
Hands up in the air!
Hands up in the air right now. Turn around, turn around. Turn around, do not face me. Turn around. Turn
Just
around.
walk right here. Walk right here. Shut the fuck up. Get right over here. I don't give a fuck who you are. Get on your goddamn knees.
Hey, I'm a cop. Why you acting like that? I'm a cop.
Then you'll listen to me when I tell you to get on your fucking knees.
Deputies quickly noticed he reeked of alcohol, had glassy eyes, and was slurring his words. Clear signs of intoxication.
You used to work for Miami-Dade.
Why you acting like that, man?
Stand there.
Inside his vehicle, they found a full stash of police gear, including 2 Glocks, his badge, a tactical vest, and a body-worn camera. Despite numerous chances to comply, Rojas refused to take a field sobriety test or a breathalyzer, which didn't help his case.
Sarge, I can't see it. Well, that wasn't on when he passed me. No, he's drunk. Did you turn that? Did you turn that on, or it was on?
After detaining him, officers charged Rojas with a DUI and felony fleeing. He was immediately suspended without pay, and his wild night ended with multiple charges and citations.
Do you happen to have his name and phone number?
You already invoked your right to remain silent, so I'm not gonna ask you any questions, bro, man.
Bro, this is not the highlight of my day.
I know.
Bro.
I'm sorry, brother, but
Yep, don't say anything else.
Wrongful arrests. This officer messed up big time. On July 20th, 2023, a family's dinner turned into a nightmare when officers mistook them for suspects in a hit-and-run incident in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Hey, you guys just in an accident? No?
We've been here the whole time. What's going on?
How long you been here?
We've been here for an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah? Okay. How long have they been here? Who's the table that just walked in you guys just called about?
Trying to enjoy a simple meal, they were suddenly thrust into the chaos of a police investigation. It all began after a serious car accident, with witnesses claiming they saw a group flee the scene, including a woman with a baby. This led officers to Applebee's, where restaurant staff reported a family of 3 acting nervous and eager to take their food to go.
Out there, and somebody said that they saw you guys run in with the baby. That's what we're seeing.
They described a female with a top.
If you guys can tell us what car you came in, we can be done.
That's over with. They said somebody had red on, carrying a baby, so... Yeah, and then somebody else was in here with red on, too.
But they're not here right now.
Okay, then, so go find them.
So then where's your car that you came in?
What I'm talking about is we just had a car, but all these people flee from it. Right?
Ain't none of my pocket, bro.
Okay. Why it smell like weed in here?
Ain't nobody got no weed on me.
Alright, have a seat.
On the floor. Why can't I sit right there?
Have a seat, brother.
Why can't I sit right there?
I'm gonna tell you and then I'm gonna make
Come
you.
on, alright, no, watch out. You ain't gotta make me.
tell you.
Alright, bro, I'm gonna sit down, bro. Alright.
Help you down.
As Jal held his child, the situation grew increasingly intense. Despite the officers' attempts to de-escalate, Jal's resistance only fueled their suspicion.
Excuse me, we will be done. Like, we don't gotta answer no questions. I already told y'all we've been here.
You're gonna stay with my
No, I'm not gonna stay with nobody.
Okay, then put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
When the family pushed back further, the police moved to restrain them, leading to a physical struggle that forced officers to separate Jal from his child for safety.
Your hands behind your back.
Hey, it's a fight. Who's fighting?
People are fighting out there. I'll handle it.
Let me go. Let me go.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. There's 2 more in there.
Go by him.
I'm not doing that.
Sit up. Are you okay?
No, because I'm confused. I'm waiting on my child. What is going on? Y'all putting my hand.
I don't know. I wasn't out here.
Go here. Sit down. Get down. Keep him in K-card.
He's got this.
Janai, you gonna be chill?
Yeah, I'm gonna be chill, bro.
Sit tight.
No, where's my child?
Are we good now?
This is so up. I'm sitting here waiting on my food.
Stop yelling.
Let's get her out. All right.
While the officers continued their inquiries, the actual hit-and-run suspects were later found hiding in the restaurant's bathroom. Though police eventually recognized the family was innocent, the damage had been done.
They ain't even explain what was going on. I don't know what's going on. I came to take my family out to dinner. I don't know what happened after that. All I just said is, can I take my son to the bathroom so I got to change his diaper? I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I kept saying that.
Were you in the car?
The white car.
The white car over here you were in?
No, over there. It's over there by the door. I don't know what kind of car it is. I just know it's white.
Did you drive it?
No.
Okay.
So, let me explain to you. Okay? I got you. I got it all in camera. It's all coming in. Everybody needs the description. It's done. Okay? It's done. Alright? Who was driving? Oh, because I'm telling you right now, you on probation, you get revoked because it's a felony hit and run. Everybody gets it. You got a lot to lose, brother, right? What you on probation for again? Oh, that's what I thought, right? So we all on probation here. So who there driving? Janai was driving? Who driving? So y'all gonna catch him? Bullshit, Kevin. I saw you all walk in on the camera.
I wasn't driving though.
Okay, then who was driving? Because if you don't tell me who's driving, everybody catch him.
Huh?
Everybody gonna catch him.
Catch what?
Catch the charge. Felony hit and run. Party to a crime. That's how it works.
Ask them who was driving.
I'm asking you.
Ask them. They gonna tell you.
So you tell me that baby that's at the hospital right now is more important than showing your friends? The baby?
No.
The baby? You want baby's injuries on you? Because that's what that felony hit and run is. So not only is it a grown adult, it's also a baby, okay?
Connections gone wrong. In this case, we have someone who thinks they can skirt the law because of their connections. Late on October 15, 2022, Officer Martinez was working extra duty at Seville Quarter when he spotted a man urinating behind his patrol vehicle. Clearly very intoxicated, the man was placed under arrest.
I got a cop in front of me, literally.
Put your hands behind your back.
There she back up. Yep, there she is. Back up now. I'll tell you what's going on. Back up.
I'm not doing anything. I'm sorry.
No one was near me.
You're under arrest for indecent exposure.
But what followed was a wild encounter that showcased how some think they can leverage connections to escape consequences.
You were peeing in the street with your dick exposed.
Okay, when they all told me that's where to go, the people that worked here told me.
Oh, okay, there's bathrooms inside.
But the people that told me worked here said that.
All right, you do know that you can't pee in the street, right?
I know. I'm from Baltimore. The people that worked here told me that, so I followed the instructions.
Come on, come on.
So, you're making me pull my pants down in front of everybody.
That's on you.
It's a little embarrassing.
Well, you shouldn't have been pissing in the middle of the street, bud.
The people that worked here said that. No, it's not up to me.
Have a seat and try not to piss in my car, please.
Are you kidding?
Once in the back seat of the patrol car, the man became increasingly aggressive, threatening Officer Martinez. The man kept claiming he was misled about bathroom access. The officer pointed out that urinating in public was unacceptable.
Pull your shit out!
He's going to jail. He's not coming home.
He's not coming home?
Nope, he's going to jail.
Give me
Because
up!
that, I'm not releasing
Give me
him.
the fuck up, you bitch!
All right, man. Thank you.
You're a bitch!
You go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get
you're
a
a bitch!
My uncle runs the whole fucking concept. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot.
And to top it all off, his girlfriend tried to intervene too. But the officers weren't having it and arrested her too. The man boasted about his uncle's government connections, claiming the charges would be dropped once he made a call. Officer Martinez, undeterred, insisted he would still face jail time, despite the man's attempts to manipulate the situation.
Get back inside. Ow, right. Get back inside. Hands. Ow. Put your hands behind your back. Why would you even touch the door? You're under arrest for resisting arrest.
I didn't know this shit was gonna open.
Spread your feet, please. $175 headquarters.
I did not know this shit was
Can you do a search on her? Show another 10-15. Can you do a search on her?
I did not know this shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, both going out to the county jail. Yo, let me
Oh my god!
dogs out, you fucking bitch.
Tragic end to Deputy's career. On June 15, 2021, a routine call turned into a career-ending moment for Deputy Talixon. Responding to reports of an erratic man in Lafarge, Wisconsin, Talixon arrived at the residence only for Steve Booth, the 45-year-old suspect, to charge him out of nowhere and deliver a full-force headbutt.
How you doing, Steve? We handled it now.
Got him. Cuff him. On your belly there, Steve.
Thank you. No, I need something over my helmet. They're drilling down on me. They're seriously tracking me.
Head down.
This is freaking me out.
Head down, buddy.
Deputy Talixon, injured but still working to bring Booth under control, was unaware of the severity of his own injuries. Booth, meanwhile, continued his erratic behavior, making strange accusations and refusing help, later admitting he intentionally hit his head to reset himself. Days later, Talixon's condition worsened. He suffered a severe stroke from a torn carotid artery caused by the headbutt, leading to permanent brain damage.
Oh, please!
Stop.
No! I'm double back! You gotta let me actually do the thing! It's almost here now!
You got your ankle cuffs?
This puzzle's gotta stop backwards! Crazy!
Steve, you need an ambulance? You need an ambulance. You need an ambulance. Stand up.
Here, let's help you up, bud.
No, wait. Ask the questions backwards.
Do you need an ambulance? You're under arrest, just so you know.
Exactly.
Hang on, boss.
No, don't.
Just be calm. Do you need an ambulance?
Can you get you? Yeah, I'd see that.
Oh, they got everybody in control. We're all killing ourselves and we win if we walk away now. Whoa! Stop poisoning me. You're actually fucking killing me right now.
Then relax.
All right.
Relax.
We're good.
Talixon's life and career were shattered by this split-second assault. Despite returning to work months later, his injuries ultimately forced him to retire, ending a 16-year career of dedicated service to Vernon County. Booth now faces felony charges.
So one of the issues, Steve, is when you were outside and you had flipped around, you actually ended up injuring one of our officers.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
So
I wasn't conscious. I couldn't. I was trying to bash my head against something so I could turn my head off.
I'll just let you hold tight there for a second till they come out. DC, trespassing, and assaulting officer.
Please.
And like I said, Steve, that may change. Don't go on that wholeheartedly, but
You don't have to double down, triple down.
nope. And honestly, I haven't even talked to the deputy yet that got injured, so I still gotta, those that may change. I don't know yet.
December Dog Park Incident. In December 2023, things took a strange turn at a dog park in West Salem, Wisconsin. Police responded to a report of a suspicious man who had allegedly approached a woman, claiming he was a La Crosse County Sheriff's Reserve deputy.
Did he mention talking to somebody over by the dog park? He's got a picture of a pickup that he said their right tire spun in the sand back there. Okay. And he took a picture of their license plate and the sand, and that's why he called, because they spun their right tire. All right. Okay. It didn't really look like much in the picture.
Yeah, we're gonna try to talk to him, see what he has to say first, but we're gonna take him.
Sounds good. Follow your lead, boys.
This guy even placed a call to non-emergency dispatch, trying to sound like he was reporting on official duty. Reserve PD, John C., he said. But the act fell apart when the woman asked for law enforcement credentials. Spoiler, he didn't have any. When officers arrived, they quickly identified him from previous encounters. The woman reported that he claimed to be searching for a missing woman in the woods, and when she requested his badge, he started backing off, offering jumbled explanations that made her feel uneasy. She decided to call the real police after noticing he didn't have any official gear, just a suspicious approach and a slurred story that wasn't adding up.
He works for John Siegel and works for whatever Whitehall PD, and he's a reserve for lacrosse, and he has a gun that lacrosse PD keeps in the evidence room. That's his gun.
Ranger office.
And the evidence.
I have multiple things.
But he told you that he works for John Siegel.
And get this. During questioning, the man spun a bizarre tale about working for someone named John Siegel, complete with details about collecting cans and handling official reserve duties. At one point, he even pulled out a picture of a tire track, claiming it was vital evidence he was tracking. The story only got murkier as officers pressed him further, his responses becoming a nonsensical monologue that seemed to blend random fragments of past experiences and fantasy.
There's multiple footprints spreading out on the ground.
Okay. Did you talk to the lady down at the dog park?
I didn't mean to intrude on her, but I was just letting her know my presence.
Okay, what'd you tell her?
About a possible missing DS, so I activated the sheriff's department prior to leaving home law, I guess.
Okay. Did you tell her you were a police reserve?
No, I told her it was reserve sheriff and this is
reserve sheriff? Okay.
Under Troy.
Okay.
So my witness picked now I'm working for Johnson 26 and unofficial swearing in 2014. My girlfriend and
Are you actually a police officer or a reserve?
Independence in one point, and I don't know if I'm still on active.
But you're not though, right?
I'm not going to discuss out of area status, but I also was in Trimble County Sheriff. There was a 2015 call up at Garland House.
Okay. Regardless of that, arrest for impersonating a police officer, okay? So you put your hand behind your back.
I didn't even do that.
Do you have any identification that will prove that you are an Independence
or Whitehall police officer or reserve officer?
If you have it, you at this time are required lawfully to present it to me.
I'm bad 626 Texas GPS 5 College.
Okay, I'm gonna take it as a no.
By the end of it all, police had enough to charge him with misdemeanor impersonation of a peace officer, setting his bond at $300.
Spread your feet for me.
Just reach you from your job. That arm's on.
I got so many flashlights.
Just in case
We're gonna come to the passenger side of my squad here, okay? Lift your hood.
Got a civilian discharge from the service.
Impersonation investigation. On July 20th, Ackworth police pulled over 33-year-old Jaredson Mackey, suspecting him of impersonating an officer. Mackey, spotted driving a retired police car with emergency lights flashing, wore a uniform and badge resembling law enforcement gear. When questioned, Mackey explained he was an off-duty hero operator with the Georgia Department of Transportation, using the lights to merge into traffic safely. He showed a valid lighting permit and stated the lights were strictly for business use.
Why is the car registered to an individual?
That's mine. This is my company.
So what are you doing with all these red lights?
Sorry?
Why all this emergency lights? And did I see you using emergency lights to pull out into traffic on Lake Ackworth Drive?
Oh, no, because I couldn't get through, Chief. You notice? That's a standstill. So I flashed the lights hoping to see me that I was trying to get in the line.
Who do you work for?
This is my company.
I'm an off-duty hero operator. This is my company.
Okay.
Yeah, I do criminal details. Yeah.
So you look like me, you're impersonating a police officer.
Oh, no, sir, I'm not impersonating, sir.
You got any ID on you?
Yes, sir. If you look in the front, front.
I see red lights. I saw red lights when you pulled out.
Yeah, that's sir. That's when it activated to the back.
Yeah. Where's your ID?
Right here, Chief.
Do you have a lighting permit for the vehicle?
Yeah, right down the glass.
Okay.
Despite Mackey's explanations, Officer Park issued him a citation for unlawful operation of an emergency vehicle.
The thing is so he has a lighting permit that's valid. He has a lighting permit that's valid for the vehicle.
Can't have red though. Can't have red or blue, right?
That's what I'm curious about. If he has a company that does escorts, I'd have to look back in the law. I would assume it's amber and white.
Right.
Mackey expressed concerns that a citation would impact his employment and pleaded to avoid further repercussions. He emphasized his background as a former police officer in the Bahamas and insisted his uniform was for professional use only, not impersonation.
That said, with what my chief's observation, the use of those are for strictly business purposes. You can't be using it to pull into traffic, okay?
Yes, sir.
So I am going to issue a citation for unlawful operation for emergency vehicle, okay? Just here.
I know. Let me just talk to the chief real quick before, because I'm telling you how it's going to work. Even though I'm doing this on my private side, once I get this ticket, G-Dot is going to ground me again. I'm going to get grounded. And that's why I'm trying to don't interfere my personal business with G-Dot. Anytime they run a driver's license number, I'm going to get grounded. I asking the chief, please.
Hey, but you have to understand that this whole scenario is a big issue for us too, because the uniform and lights and all that. This is when it gets.
The thing is, this is my company. I run my company respectfully, okay? Because I deal with high clients. This is my uniform. Nothing on me say officer. Nothing. This is my uniform.
I got you.
Officer Park, though sympathetic, informed Mackey that the citation would stand, and any issues with his employment would need to be taken up in court. 2 days after the incident, authorities arrested Mackey on a felony charge of impersonating a public officer.
All right, unless you have any other questions, you're free to leave.
Chief,
I want to verify your employment, and I'm probably going to have CID look into this, to be honest with you, to see what you're doing.
I know, Chief.
I don't feel good.
Chief,
Chief,
I can show you my LLC. I can show you my LLC right now.
I'll let them handle it.
And also right here.
Yeah.
That's why he was calling my supervisor just now.
Officer's controversial pursuit. On November 23, 2021, Officer Matthew Knutson initiated a traffic stop in Green Bay, Wisconsin, after a vehicle, driven by 47-year-old Robert Sanchez, failed to yield to another motorist.
Bravo Charles 1193. Get back to the car! Courtney's running south towards you. Male Hispanic.
As an officer approached him, Robert fled on foot into a nearby driveway. Despite ordering him to stop, Robert continued to run.
Get on the ground! He's just walking around in the yard, won't listen to my commands, has his hands in his pockets. Sir! Take your hands out of your pockets! Get your hands out of your pockets! Keep reaching in his pockets. Get on the ground, sir!
The officer eventually deployed her taser, but it failed to incapacitate him. In a dramatic turn, Officer Matthew Knutson drove his squad car over the curb and struck Robert, forcing him to the ground. While he claimed he couldn't breathe, Officer Knutson assured him he was not injured, asking for his name as he struggled to catch his breath. Nearly 11 months later, the Brown County District Attorney's Office reviewed the incident after discrepancies in Officer Knutson's report were discovered. The footage contradicted his account, prompting an internal investigation. Officer Knutson was placed on paid administrative leave, and the police chief issued a stern statement against excessive force. This was not Officer Knutson's first encounter with misconduct allegations. She was previously involved in a harassment investigation in 2018, Ultimately, he faced felony misconduct and misdemeanor charges, but saw both charges dismissed shortly before the DA's office reported her conduct to the police department. Shoplifting incident turns violent. On May 14, 2024, at 3:10 p.m., the Pineville Police Department received a shoplifting call from the Food Lion, located at 120 Johnston Road. Sergeant Adam Roberts, who was in uniform and working off-duty at the nearby McMullen Creek Shopping Center, responded to the call. Upon arrival, he spotted 46-year-old Dennis Bodden walking with a bag of groceries. Bodden was a familiar face for the Pineville Police, known for chronic shoplifting.
Hey, stop, police. Stop, police.
Bodden had outstanding felony warrants for breaking and entering, as well as felony larceny related to incidents at the same store. When Sergeant Roberts attempted to contact him in the upper parking lot, Bodden ignored his orders to stop and continued walking away.
Get on the ground, sir.
No.
All right, we're walking towards AMC. He's already tried to push off on me, so get on the ground.
As Bodden crossed Johnston Road, Roberts called for backup. Bodden became confrontational, prompting the sergeant to deploy a taser, but it failed to subdue him.
Where's somebody at? We're walking on Johnson right now.
That's how Dr. Bud, I'm getting to you.
Get on the ground. Do not walk into traffic. You almost just died, dude. Do not walk in that traffic. Sorry?
Visual comes.
He's walking into traffic now. Get on the ground. Get on the fucking ground. Don't you move! Taser deployed, taser deployed. He took a big... Get on the ground!
As Bodden and Sergeant, Roberts briefly struggled. Officer Down rushed to assist, but also struggled with Bodden, who managed to grab Officer Down's radio cord. During the chaos, Sergeant, Roberts drew his firearm. Seeing this, Bodden stepped toward the sergeant and appeared to reach for the gun. In a moment of panic, Officer Down shouted, "Get him! Get him!" before Sergeant. Roberts fired 3 shots, hitting Bodden. Bodden staggered before collapsing. While placing him in handcuffs, Sergeant, officers used a knife to cut away Bodden's raincoat to assess his wounds. Despite efforts to assist, Bodden became non-responsive. The Mecklenburg County District Attorney's Office ruled the use of force justified, noting Bodden's actions during the struggle. Officer Down returned to full duty following the incident.
He's fighting! Taser! Taser! Get him! Get him! Get him!
Shot fired, shot fired, shot fired.
Get down! Get down!
Get on the ground!
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
Hold on, Randy.
Cleveland officer's second DUI. A Cleveland police officer was arrested for drunken driving, again. Troopers pulled him over for driving on the wrong side of the road in Ashland County and found an officer completely buzzed.
Just put your hands on the car. I'm going to treat you. I'm going to remove your fire. Put your hands on the car for me. I'm going to remove your firearm. I'm going to secure it, okay? Don't move your hands. Keep them up, though, until I get your weapon secured, okay?
But here's the most shocking part. He was so intoxicated that he actually pissed himself and didn't even realize it. Hearing that from another police officer sounds so embarrassing. How hammered does one have to be to not notice that kind of thing happening? This is a jaw-dropping reminder of how far some can fall, even when they're supposed to protect the law.
Well, here's what's going to happen, all right? You smell like a brewery. You've pissed yourself. We've had 2 calls on you, and you can't keep between the line. As a matter of fact, you can barely talk, and your eyes are really glassy and bloodshot. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, it happens. People make mistakes. Have you ever been charged with an OVI before? I have. You have? How recently? 4 or 5 years ago. Okay. You know what time it is right now? Yeah. What time is it? Probably about 11 or 12 o'clock. Okay. What time do you get off work? I got off work today about 8. Well, in that weapon. Okay, and that gun was the only one you had on you? Yes. Is there anything else in the car? Any other firearms? Right. Well, if you don't want to take the test, any of them, you don't want to do the one-leg stand, walk and turn, the pen test, you don't want to do any of that? Okay.
An unexpected cop encounter. In Kenosha, Wisconsin, a 19-year-old wannabe cop decided to play the hero by using a Jeep equipped with flashy lights to pull over unsuspecting drivers. But here's the plot twist. One of those drivers was an actual police officer.
I'm on my way home, and he's turning this fucking strobe light on, and he's got a siren. He curbs 2 cars, and then blows past them, goes through a red, and then he's just using this little light bar on top here with these sirens.
Okay then.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
I was just driving home. I just got this thing off of Amazon.
During the arrest, the kid sheepishly admitted he always dreamed of being a police officer. He thought he could just flash some lights and call it a day. When asked about his ridiculous antics, he claimed that he wasn't trying to pull anyone over. The officers weren't buying it thought.
You guys are awesome, and you guys do good work, even though I've been arrested. I have never changed my view on you guys at all.
Well, that's fantastic.
I was on the Racine County Sheriff's Explorer post as a kid. I've always dreamt to be, I don't know.
You've always wanted to be a cop.
Yeah.
Just didn't work out for you.
No.
And it happens. Unfortunately, some people just doesn't work out. But tonight, you were trying to act like you were a cop a little bit, right? Right? And not, you weren't like, hey, I'm gonna go full blown here. We're gonna pull someone over, get him out of the car. But a little part of you, right? You're like, I have a light on, I have a siren. They pulled over for me. It's like I'm a cop right now, right?
And unfortunately, one of those cars was a police car.
This man really had the sheer audacity to follow multiple cars, turn on his siren, and then speeding off like he was on a mission. And what was his excuse? I just got this siren off Amazon.
So, I guess our concern is to make sure that you don't have a badge you bought from Amazon or something like that. Okay? All right, let me get out of the road here. All right, so I'm going to read you your rights before we get a statement from you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights as I have explained them to you? Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us or give us a statement?
Yes.
Am I under arrest or detained? I'm detained.
You're detained.
Yeah.
Cops catching the wrong guy. In October 2021, Sylvester Hayes, a 27-year-old father, encountered a frightening situation when he was pulled over by Dallas police while driving to pick up breakfast for his kids. He was simply on his way to get breakfast when officers mistakenly identified him as a wanted domestic violence suspect. This mix-up stemmed from a misspelling of his first name, leading to the unfortunate confusion. Despite his attempts to explain the situation, the encounter quickly escalated.
Damn, I'm finna go get something for my baby, something to eat.
Okay, hey, if you're good, sir, you're good.
Body camera footage revealed the chaotic nature of the incident as Hayes pleaded for help, claiming he was being harmed. Rather than addressing his concerns, the police insisted he was under arrest.
money. Y'all pulling on me for what? Hold on. Y'all, I didn't give y'all some money. Bro, hey, bro, this is my gun. Bro, this is my, bro, what the Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. No, I'm not, man. Bro, look at that. What are y'all doing? Bro! Help! They hurting me!
Hayes was understandably upset, especially since he had a legally registered firearm in the car. When officers discovered the weapon, the situation intensified, resulting in a violent confrontation. He repeatedly stated that the gun belonged to him and was registered in his name, but his words were ignored. Following the incident, Hayes faced significant consequences. He lost his job as a security guard and his home due to the fallout from the arrest. He took legal action against the Dallas Police Department, filing a lawsuit that alleged excessive force and unlawful arrest. Cincinnati Police Captain in a tough spot. On a Sunday night, Loveland police officers stopped Cincinnati Police Captain Amanda Caton and her husband, Officer Patrick Caton, after noticing they were clearly intoxicated.
Dotted line, lane line when we made that left turn. Whole driveway there. Stops here on the road. Hello, you got your license, insurance on you real quick?
Yes.
As the officer approached, he caught a strong whiff of alcohol and noticed Amanda's slurred speech. Although Amanda identified herself as a police officer, the officer stressed the seriousness of the situation, saying she had put him in a tough spot by driving while under the influence. Amanda insisted they were just a few blocks from home and challenged the stop, but the officer explained that he had to follow protocol due to their behavior and the fact that they were armed. He asked to take her gun and put it in the trunk for safety, while she continued to downplay the severity of their intoxication.
All right.
We're about 4 blocks from our house.
Yeah, we just
You don't understand the circumstances right now, okay?
I don't.
You don't. I mean, everything's recorded. I can't just do nothing now.
Okay.
You guys both reek of alcohol. You were sleeping, passed out, sleeping when I pulled you over.
I was not.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. That's fine, but she's slurred and everything. I can't just...
No, she's not. You do, officer, you do what you gotta do.
That's right, yeah, that's why I drove, because I was fine.
Okay.
Well, let's do this.
Right.
Step on out with me and talk to me.
We crossed a yellow line while we were driving. You do what you gotta do.
I have to. You understand that? I have to. It's not that I want to.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, hold on to your ID.
How long have you been a cop?
Pat, stop it.
You do what you gotta do.
Well, here's the problem. 2 is that you've got your gun on you. Where's that at?
It's on my hip.
It's on your hip? Okay. All right. Miss Amanda, step out with me real quick. Okay? Just talk to me real quick and we'll go from there.
The officer maintained his professionalism, offering Amanda a chance to perform field sobriety tests. However, she refused, claiming her high heels made it impossible.
You said you won't do any tests, you won't take your shoes off and do any more tests, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got high heels.
Fine, then you can take those off. You got gym shoes in the car or anything?
No.
The officer informed Amanda that he would have to arrest her for driving while intoxicated, but reassured her he wouldn't charge her for the gun out of respect.
You know the procedure. I mean, you know how this goes then. You know, I mean, it's beyond too far. I can't just follow you home now. You understand that? It's nothing personal.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm going to have to do what I have to do, okay? I'm going to have to arrest you for drinking and driving tonight. We'll do the paperwork. I'm not going to charge you for the gun. I'm not going to do that to you. I have too much respect for you.
former officer tased. On July 22, 2023, officers from the Ogle County Sheriff's Office were called to a residence to arrest a man who had barricaded himself inside his mother's home. Despite multiple requests for him to come out and surrender, he refused and actively resisted when the officers approached him.
So we don't need a warrant because we have your mom's permission to come in the house.
Okay. Will it bite us? Okay.
No, it doesn't mean it's your house if you have power of attorney. No.
No, it doesn't work that way.
He doesn't have power of attorney? Oh. And your mom said you don't have power of attorney anyways. No.
You prove it.
Prove to me that you do.
You're going to get 3 options, okay? Either you can leave, we can give you a ride somewhere, okay? Or we can get you, if you want help, we can get you help if you need help. Otherwise, if you don't leave, mom doesn't want you here, you get arrested for trespassing, okay? All right?
As tensions escalated and the man became increasingly agitated, officers deployed several tasers. He was eventually handcuffed, although he continued to resist until he was transported from the scene.
Jamin?
No, you're not
Jamin.
pushing me. I'm under arrest. Out. Take his ass.
Yeah.
Out.
Go.
Out.
Down. Taser. Stay right there. Don't fucking move.
Get your hands behind your f***ing back.
No.
Don't fucking move.
Stop.
Don't fucking move.
I got. Put your hands behind your back now!
In a tense standoff, officers informed the man that he was trespassing and needed to leave. They explained that it was his mother's house and that they had her permission to enter. The man insisted he had power of attorney and questioned the legality of their presence. When he continued to refuse, they reiterated that his mother wanted him to leave, leading to further confrontation.
Put your hands behind your back now!
Hey! Your sister! Please stop!
Yeah, your taser.
You
broke my bar.
Jamin, your sister!
10-4.
Please stop!
Why are you fighting? What are you doing?
Put your hands behind your back.
Fighting? Why did you
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back now.
Tell them to leave.
No,
we can't leave.
We can't do that now. Tell them to leave.
No, we can't. At this point, you have options.
You can't.
Jamin.
And I apologize if I hurt anybody.
Yeah.
That wasn't my intent.
You shoved me, man. You've been an officer. I don't know why you would.
You came in the house.
It doesn't matter. We're not in the prison anymore.
Right. It does matter.
No, it doesn't. This is law, not what's going on in a prison. Okay? Law says that you don't own a house, right? And even if you did own the house, this is your mom's house. She resides here. She doesn't want you here. You have to go.
As officers attempted to de-escalate the situation, the man grew increasingly hostile, refusing to comply with commands to put his hands behind his back. Despite the officers' reassurances and explanations, he continued to resist arrest, which led to the use of tasers. Ultimately, after much back and forth, the man was subdued and taken into custody.
Turn around. Let's don't do it, man.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your fucking hands behind your back now. I got your taser. Put your arm. Give me your fucking hand. Put your hand behind your back now. Now.
Deputy arrested for DUI.
Sir, are you okay? Hello? Hello, sir?
On October 15th, 2023, body cam footage captured the arrest of an Orange County deputy suspected of driving under the influence. Officers from the St. Cloud Police Department discovered Deputy John Guzman asleep in the driver's seat of his car, which had its door open.
Excuse me, sir? Are you okay? I think turn the vehicle off, okay? Let's turn the vehicle off, sir.
Officers instructed him to step out of the vehicle. When they inquired about his well-being, Guzman admitted he was not okay and explained he had been trying to go home. He was asked if he had been drinking, to which he responded he was simply waiting.
What's going on, sir? Are you okay?
Not okay.
You're not okay? When I saw you, you were outside of the vehicle, in the car.
Yeah.
Car still in drive.
Right.
What's going on tonight? You had loads of drink?
Huh?
Have you had something to drink tonight?
No, I'm just waiting. I'm just trying to get home.
You trying to go home? Okay. Do you have your license on you?
Huh?
Is your license in the vehicle?
No, I didn't want it.
Okay. What's your name?
John.
John what?
Guzman.
John Guzman. Where are you coming from tonight?
Friend's house.
A friend's house? Okay.
Guzman stated he worked for the sheriff's office and had been employed there for 3 years. During the encounter, officers indicated they smelled alcohol on him and noted his bloodshot eyes, prompting them to offer him the opportunity to complete field sobriety tests, which he declined. The officers informed Guzman of his rights regarding chemical testing for alcohol, explaining the consequences of refusal. He acknowledged his understanding, but ultimately refused to take the test. The officers then proceeded to ensure he had no weapons in the vehicle for safety reasons and arrested him. Guzman was subsequently suspended from his law enforcement duties pending further investigation. Oklahoma Police Captain's sketchy DUI stop. On Sunday, Oklahoma City Police Captain James Matt French found himself in a tight spot when he got pulled over for suspected driving under the influence.
Stay in your vehicle. Get back in your car. Drunk?
No, I'm the captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
Of what? The big. Don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car. Have a seat.
I will. I'm not.
You been drinking tonight?
I just got a ride.
You been drinking tonight, sir?
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
What division?
Investigations.
What are you doing pulling in here?
My mom and I stay here.
You been drinking?
Body cam footage caught the captain frantically asking the arresting officer to switch off the camera while he stumbled through the encounter.
How much we had to drink tonight, sir?
Please.
Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we're not gonna get a return on it. How much we drink tonight, sir?
I was at a poker game.
Uh-huh. Because you were swerving all over me when you turn up here, you didn't use your signal.
I'm sorry.
He flunked a field sobriety test and admitted to having a few beers during a poker game. After struggling to stay balanced during the tests, he ended up getting arrested. For now, he's on administrative leave while the investigation is underway.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Go ahead and turn around for me. Put your hands behind your back.
Are you gonna arrest me, sir?
Yes, I am.
Can I talk to you?
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back, sir.
Drunk officer in denial. Body cam footage captured the arrest of an Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department officer suspected of drunk driving early one morning. Officers arrived on the scene to find the officer parked in his truck, passed out at the wheel. When they approached, they noted that he hadn't hit anything, but there was damage to the front door and rear bumper of another vehicle nearby.
Okay. Crash-wise, what happened?
He rolled up to his truck. He said, he was parked. They came up on him and passed out.
Okay, so he didn't hit anything.
Well, it's there. We don't know if it's any damage. He hit the front bumper, he hit the rear bumper of that truck.
One officer described how they found him slumped over, knocking on the window but receiving no response. After waking him up, they observed that he was struggling to provide coherent answers. The officer was clearly inebriated and was unable to provide a valid driver's license.
Were you the one that rolled up on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me a statement about it? Briefly, what happened though? What did you see?
So we're checking for spots over here where you roll up on him and he has his car on. And he slumped over. We knocked on the window and he just wasn't waking up.
Okay.
Refusing to get out of the car and all that. So, and then...
While searching the vehicle, the officers found an open bottle of vodka next to him, raising suspicions about his condition. The driver attempted to explain his presence in the area, saying he was parked, but his demeanor was telling a different story. Despite their efforts to engage him, he mumbled and could barely focus.
He's mumbled?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get to see his eyes, anything like that?
I just smelled it.
Okay, was there anything in the vehicle? Like you see like on the floorboard and the set kind of folder?
He has that bottle of vodka in the vehicle that we observed.
Is it open?
Yeah.
Okay.
When asked to step out of the vehicle, the officer hesitated, clearly not wanting to comply. The officers warned him that if he didn't cooperate, they would take him to jail.
What's going on tonight? Step out here with me. We're going to have a seat in my car, okay? I'll talk to you.
Hey, brother, talk to him so he can
come on, man.
Do as much as he can.
You have my phone.
Yeah, we got it. Let him talk to you.
That's all we need.
No, I need you to step out.
Come on.
Come on.
No?
Yes.
Hey, bud.
Look.
We talked about this earlier.
I'm going to tell you.
When you got here, you were going to cooperate with him. I know you wasn't with me, but you're going to with him.
I don't want to take you to jail tonight. Okay.
And we told you that.
But if you're going to push my buttons, we'll go straight to jail. I'm not kidding with you, okay?
The situation escalated as they tried to explain his legal rights and the consequences of his actions. Ultimately, he was arrested.
I don't know what to do. In. Have your palm facing in. Oh, it's stuck.
There you go.
If you clap your hands together, it's going to be a lot less tension is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, no, I know.
Can't afford a lawyer, want to be appointed for you prior to any questions so desired. If you wish to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to stop answering questions at any time if you talk to your lawyer, you understand?
Assemblywoman arrested after traffic crash investigation. Assemblywoman Maria Rodriguez-Gregg, a Republican from Burlington, found herself in a bit of a jam when she got rear-ended at a traffic light on Routes 73 and Fellowship Road. What started off as just a regular investigation of the crash scene took a wild turn when she was arrested for yelling at officers as they searched her vehicle.
So what are your injuries?
Copy.
What's hurting on you?
Sorry, just my neck. That's really it.
So everyone's gonna be neck injury. Complain of pain.
My chest a little bit just because this thing was like strapped.
Okay.
In the body cam footage, you can hear her venting about her neck injury and asking officers to unlock her car so she could grab her info.
Can you unlock that for me, please? Unlock that for me, please, so I can get your information. Copy down. Thank you.
At first, she seemed polite, but things quickly escalated when the cops asked for her driver's license and registration. She insisted she'd only smoked cigars earlier and that there was no marijuana in her car.
I've already been in the hospital recently. I don't need this kind of shit from these assholes that can't drive. And
Factual 147, did you copy any of my transmissions on my portable?
to be drunken assholes.
Okay. Can you start the fire department? We have a lot of fluid on the roadway. And can you also start the DOT? See if they got a signage board. We have 3 lanes shut down.
147, okay.
As the officers continued to investigate, they caught a whiff of marijuana coming from her vehicle. Rodriguez-Gregg adamantly denied any wrongdoing, claiming she was being treated like a criminal. But as tensions rose, she started shouting expletives at the officers, accusing them of harassment.
You consent to search?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no marijuana in my car. I smoked cigars earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're just making sure. And we're gonna get another officer.
Are you serious right now?
Ma'am, please don't get angry.
I'm a sitting assemblywoman. Do you really think that I'm fucking smoking cigars?
Ma'am, I don't know who you are.
Ma'am, I don't know. At this time of night? All right, I'm calling my lawyer.
Go ahead, call your lawyer, ma'am. Just try and stay in the vehicle, okay?
Despite the officers' attempts to calm her down and get her to cooperate, she stayed glued to her phone, demanding to call her lawyer and refusing to step out of the car. The officers noted her slurred speech and glassy eyes, raising suspicions about potential impairment. After repeated warnings to comply, she was ultimately arrested for obstruction.
No, they're trying to arrest me. I'm talking to my lawyer. You're under arrest. I didn't do anything. Please, officer.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Officer, please.
Stop resisting.
Please.
Stop resisting.
I'm
under arrest. Do not resist.
I haven't even talked to you.
Under arrest. Do not resist.
I'm not resisting.
Under arrest. Do not resist.
I'm not resisting.
Ohio officer in trouble. On April 14th, Cincinnati police officer Justin Shields found himself in a tough spot when he was pulled over for a traffic stop and ended up getting arrested for suspected driving under the influence. The Ohio State Highway Patrol reported that the responding trooper noticed the smell of alcohol coming from Shields' vehicle. Shields claims he hadn't had anything to drink, insisting he was just driving home after dropping off a friend. But when the officer pointed out his expired vehicle tags, things started to get tense.
You said walk to the back?
Yes.
This side? What do you want me to start?
Just walk back there. Just walk normal.
Just walk?
Yeah, normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were doing the step test or whatever.
No, I'm going to do HCN first. And we'll go from there.
Shields, who had been on the force for about a year and a half, was asked to perform various sobriety tests. He appeared to be familiar with the procedures, but was clearly frustrated.
But like, literally have had nothing to drink.
Nothing to drink, then it would be triple zeros,
Nothing.
right?
You both know how it goes.
I know how it goes.
Yeah, me too.
And you've been drinking.
I have not.
You have. I can still smell it on you as you're talking.
You cannot smell anything on me.
I can
smell gum because I've had gum.
No, I can smell a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage.
You cannot.
I can't.
Okay.
Why would I make it up? Why would I pull you out of the car?
I have no idea. I was speeding. Yes, if you want to earn me a speeding ticket and ticket for my registration being expired, fine. That's fine.
Okay.
As the officer conducted the tests, Shields repeatedly denied drinking despite the trooper's insistence that he could smell alcohol on him. He refused to take a breathalyzer test, insisting he was fine.
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. You're under arrest for operating vehicle impaired. Put your palms together. Bring your arms back.
After Shields continued to refuse and showed signs of impairment, he was arrested.
So that's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
She been drinking too?
No.
Just you?
Yep.
All right.
Well, I haven't been drinking, but
my
friend's been drinking. I got confused with the question. I have
Pretty
not been drinking
straightforward.
whatsoever.
All right, is this too tight?
No.
All right.
Cop loses it at Sandy Pine Drive. On October 23, 2024, at 12:15 p.m., Charlotte County Sheriff's Dispatch got a call about a disturbance on Sandy Pine Drive in unincorporated Punta Gorda. The property owner, 42-year-old Elroy Clark, reported that a tenant was acting erratically. When two deputies showed up, they spoke with Clark, who claimed the tenant was causing a ruckus, but hadn't identified him yet.
Slammed my door. So he destroyed, yes, that's destruction of property.
Where is he currently?
He's currently in my area that I allowed him to stay in.
How long has he been staying here?
For a few months now.
Okay.
The first deputy learned that Clark might have an active warrant. After confirming this, the first deputy called for backup, expecting trouble. When he approached Clark, who denied being the person they were looking for and provided a fake name, things escalated. When told about the warrant, Clark got agitated, but the deputies insisted he put his hands behind his back.
Come here. Elroy.
That's not my name.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is. You got a warrant for your...
Do you know?
You got a warrant for your arrest.
Listen. Calm down.
No one's calming
Don't
down?
listen to that man. Take off your glasses.
What is your name?
It's okay.
What's your name?
Take off. I told you, it's Ben Day.
It's not Ben Day. I got your picture pulled up, man.
That is
You're
not
Elroy.
That is not me.
Okay,
how are you going to tell me who I am?
I got proof. I got your picture.
That's proof?
I have your
bullshit.
ID. I have your
That's
ID.
bullshit. You got bullshit in your hands. In your eyes.
Bro,
your car.
Calm down.
You're on my land. You're telling me to calm down?
You got a warrant for your arrest.
I've been here peacefully making things happen in my world, in my space. I'm allowed to do that.
After multiple commands and a threat to use a taser, the first deputy deployed it, but it didn't work.
You're about to get tased. I'm
Really?
not, yeah.
You're going to tase me on my land.
I will.
You will do that.
I
What's your
will
name?
100% do it. That's correct.
You're looking for who?
What's your date of birth?
Who are you looking for?
What is your date of birth?
Who are you looking for? Who are you looking for?
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not matching anything. This is my estate.
Right, but keep this peaceful.
I am being peaceful. I have no weapons on me, and I told you that. I'm allowed to raise my voice. That's not against the law. That's what decibel is it that I need to go past? What decibel is it not peaceful anymore? Tell me that.
Elroy, put your hands
Do not
behind
touch me.
Put your hands
Hey,
behind
do
your
not
back.
touch me.
Put your hands behind
Do
your
not
back.
touch me. I'm telling you, do not touch me.
I'm going to tase
If
you.
you tase me, it's gonna get hot in this bitch. And I'm telling you, it's gonna get hot. I'm telling you, it's gonna get hot. I don't care. Go ahead.
I'm going to tase you.
All right.
Put your hands behind your back.
Listen.
Put your hands behind your back. Taser, taser.
Hey.
Tase him. Tase him.
No, you don't do that.
He then tried pepper spray, which also failed. Despite being pushed to the ground and faced with 2 taser attempts, Clark refused to comply. He taunted the deputies, demanding they hit him or shoot him.
This is peace and love.
Come on, Elroy.
This is peace and love.
Get on the ground.
Peace and love.
Just get on the ground.
Put your hands behind your
back.
Put your hands behind your back. Don't touch me.
Elroy. Come on.
I'm not Elroy.
What is your name again?
I'm Benji. Go ahead and hit me with that and let it bend. And then you'll see.
Back up.
Hit me with that and
back up.
It's right here. It's okay.
Back up.
Hit me right here. Hit me. I'm giving you permission.
Back up. Get on the ground.
I'm not getting on the ground. I'm not getting
They're
on the
on the
ground.
they're on the ground.
Take your gun out and shoot me.
I'm not going to shoot you.
No, so you can see.
I don't want to shoot you.
So you can see.
I don't want to shoot you.
When the 3rd deputy arrived, the 1st deputy pushed Clark down again, and the 3rd deputy used his taser. Still no luck. After the 1st deputy fired beanbag rounds with no effect, Clark charged at the 3rd deputy, who pulled his firearm. In a chaotic moment, both deputies fired their guns, hitting Clark.
This is a beanbag. This is a beanbag. You don't want this. Trust me.
All right, you know what? Listen.
Get on the ground. You don't want this.
Get on the ground.
You'll get water later. You'll get water later. You can get on the ground now. Palmer, move. Get on the ground. You're going to be beanbagged if you don't get on the ground.
Get on the fucking ground.
Less lethal, less lethal, less lethal. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the fucking ground, dude. The next thing. Get on the ground. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Behind your back. Hands behind your back.
Hey, breathe. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. In, out. In. Hey, look at me. No. Come on, face this way. Deep breaths. Deep. No, me.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I know. Deep breaths. I want to hear deep breaths.
Despite attempts at resuscitation, Clark was pronounced dead at the scene. One deputy suffered a head injury, but was later treated and released. Thankfully, no innocent bystanders were harmed in this tragic incident. And that's a wrap for today's video. I mean, who knew that good cops would go to such lengths to put corrupt officers in their place, or that they'd call out misconduct right on the spot? What moment shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. Catch you in the next one. Take care.